Hey.
Come on. And the people of the Commonwealth slept soundly, for the greatest monster was gone. It took a lot of guts to do what you did. I know it couldn't have been easy.
Everything the Institute's done, they got off easy.
Won't hear any argument from me. It's hard to even wrap your head around. A world without the Institute, lurking in the shadows. But that's the life the people of the Commonwealth will get to lead now. All thanks to you.
How are you doing with all this?
Well, there were a lot of questions I was hoping the Institute could answer. But I've already made it this far without them. I think I'll manage. This is a brave new world you've ushered in. But I suppose it'll do. A lot of people out here can use a hand.
Hey, Valentine.
Something up?
Your thoughts?
The Commonwealth can take a real toll on you if you let it. Seen this place make monsters out of men.
Oh, nothing.
Suit yourself.
Sullivan, just to make God wait a little longer.
Hey, you were in the paper, right? Got 200 years old.
Ready for that new case?
Who's our client?
A fisherman whose family lives on the edge of the Commonwealth, Kenji Nakano.
Nakano? Huh. That name takes me back. My memory's a little fuzzy on the details, though.
Maybe if you bothered writing things down, Nick.
Can't do that. Wouldn't want to put you out of a job.
Huh. I'll remember that the next time you need me to console a hysterical client. Mr. Nakano didn't leave many details. Said he'd go over everything when you meet him. But if you want my guess, missing person case. Guy had a worried look a mile long.
Anything you can tell me about Kenji Nakano?
Just some impressions. He was obviously upset, but he was also in a hurry, like he couldn't stand just waiting around. I'm a friend of Nick's. He'll remember me. I need his help right away. And then he was gone. He was muttering something on the way out, but... no. I'm not sure it was important.
Come on, Ellie. Don't hold out on me. What did he say?
Well, I thought I heard him say something about a daughter and also a radio, but I might have misheard him. Not sure how the two would be connected.
I'll go check it out. Thanks, Ellie.
The Nakano residence is up in the northeast, near the coast. A small fishing house. He said that he and his wife will be waiting for you.
It's a long walk. That's how the hard cases always start. There you are. That's one way to get them.
We sure showed those Institute bastards hidden General.
The Institute should have just kept it themselves, down
Underestimate us again.
Thanks for saving me, friend. Take this. It's all I got.
Heads up.
Here's what I've got.
Excuse me.
Feel free to look around. Welcome to the Slog. We're the only tarberry bog in the Commonwealth. So what do you think of the place?
It's pretty clever, making a tarberry bog out of an old swimming pool.
I appreciate your saying so. When I came across this place, it was the first time I'd seen anything like it. It seemed like a shame not to use it for something. You've probably noticed it's only ghouls around here. I used to live in Diamond City, until that rat bastard mayor threw me and all the other ghouls out. I decided that we ghouls should have a place where we could feel welcome, and that's mainly why I started up this farm.
It looks like you've done well for yourselves.
It's a good start, yeah, and I'm proud of all the work we've done. Still, I think we can do more. What if this place could be more than just a refuge for ghouls who aren't welcome elsewhere? What if it could also be an example? Maybe we could...
I think it's a great idea.
You really think we can? It'd be...
I'll take care of those super mutants.
Good.
Damn it! Come in! I know you're listening on the other end. Where is she? Where is my daughter?
Kenji,
I hope you don't mind. We let ourselves in.
Nick, thank God. You need to get to work right away. She could be hurt. She could be...
Whoa, slow down. Kenji, was it? Why did you go over the details with me and my partner here?
You brought a partner? Good. The more eyes, the better.
So, what's the story with you and Nick?
Nick didn't tell you? Ran with him on one of his cases a few years back, searching for some sort of law. Things didn't end well. We were double-crossed by the client once we had what he was looking for. I still have some lead lodged into my hip.
Right. Yeah, it's starting to come back to me. Sorry things ended sour.
We got out. That's all that mattered. And now you can return the favor by finding my daughter.
We're here to help. Tell us what happened.
It's all thanks to this damn radio.
our daughter Kasumi likes to fix things. The radio was her latest project.
Until she made contact with some kidnapper who lured her away from us.
Or maybe she left on her own. She's not a child anymore. Our daughter is 19. She knows how to survive, and she's capable. I think maybe she left because she wanted her own life.
No, she would have told us where she was going. She would have said something. I know my daughter is in danger. I can feel it. Find her, please.
Let's talk money. Investigations for the missing aren't cheap.
Sorry about this, Kenji. Expenses and all that.
Of course. How does 350 cap sound?
If she went far, that means travel expenses.
We could make it 400.
Don't hold out on me. You want to find your daughter, right?
500 caps. That's all we have.
We'll find her. Don't you worry.
Thank you. Her room is upstairs if that helps. And if you had any more questions about her, just ask.
Don't worry, Kenji. We'll get to the bottom of this. Just sit tight.
I think we ought to talk.
What's wrong?
Wrong? Oh, no, nothing's wrong. We've just been traveling a while now, and I figure there hasn't exactly been equitable distribution of information. I've gotten a decent glimpse into your dirty laundry, but you still don't really know a whole heck of a lot about me. I figured I'd offer to balance the board. So, is there anything you want to know?
What do you remember about the Institute?
It's all pretty hazy from back then, but now and then I get glimpses. Life inside the Institute, they keep you isolated.
A single test chamber was my whole world for years, and someone was always watching. Then one day you wake up on the other side, and that's it. They've cut you loose. Welcome to the brave new world, with such people in it.
What's with the outfit?
After I started the agency, it just seemed like the sort of thing a detective ought to wear. I got some old memories, pre-war. Faded to all heck of guys dressed like this, doing what I do. Putting on the hat and trench coat, I figured it'd let folks know I was serious about the whole thing. Clothes make the man and all that. Guess I felt they made me the man I wanted to be.
So who are you, Nick?
That's a question I've been trying to figure out myself for a long damn time. I know I'm a synth, authentic Institute handiwork, but I'm still mechanical, not bioengineered like the fancy synths giving everyone the willies these days. I get tune-ups now instead of checkups. My memories, my personality, they're all lifted from some cop who volunteered for an experiment back before the war. They scanned his brain and copied it onto the hardware that runs between my ears. Don't know why they chose to make a robot based on some pre-war cop instead of a math genius or a bioengineer. Hey, maybe that's why the Institute tossed me in the garbage instead of turning me into one of their people snatchers.
Wait, the original Nick was from my time?
Sure was. Which meant when I finally ended up out here, it was quite the rude awakening. I remember waking up one day in a garbage heap, a body in tatters and a head full of memories belonging to a man who'd been dead for 200 years. Suffice to say, it was a confusing couple of weeks. Folks didn't really know much about synths back then, so when I finally ran into people, they mostly treated me with caution rather than hostility. But the kids, they weren't afraid. I think his name was Jim. The first person to actually speak to me after I got the boot from the Institute. My first human contact in this world. Grilled me for an hour. Once they'd seen I wasn't going to hurt anyone, the other folks in the neighborhood came out to ogle the mechanical man. It eventually turned into a pretty swell soiree. A local mechanic even gave me a once-over, free of charge. Those people, they treated me like a human being. I've been trying to return the favor ever since. It's a surprisingly rare trait out here sometimes. It's something I've noticed you got a fondness for. Part of the reason I've stuck around this long.
Where's that town? We should go visit.
I tried to go back and say thanks, once I'd gotten myself established. But the place was wiped off the map. Raiders. Don't know what happened to the people.
I do what's needed.
Well, you certainly seem to judge doing good pretty high on you.
Well, I expect you're about as bored as can be listening to me rattle my skeletons. We should probably head out.
Project log, lamp. Yep, it's a lamp. Filament plus power equals light. I swear, sometimes I think my parents break these things just to keep me busy.
Looks like this is Kasumi's room. Let's see if she left any clues about where she went.
Project log, radio. Correction, working radio. I'll finally get some news outside this house. My handle is going to be... let's go with... Ohm's Law. That should confuse the creeps. And if someone actually gets the reference, then we'll at least have circuitry in common. Project log, dreams. Recording what I can remember when I wake up. I keep having the same one. I'm in a white room. People are talking about me like I'm not there, or maybe they just don't care. And then there's this, I don't know, jolt, like a spark of electricity to the back of my head, and then everyone turns to look at me. God, I hope I don't have it again tonight.
Mr. Nakano,
Did you have questions? About my daughter?
why did your daughter really leave? Your wife says she left on her own, but you said it was kidnappers.
I know it was kidnappers. Kasumi is a smart girl, but she doesn't know how horrible people can be. Not like me and Ray. Why would she just leave her family with no explanation? Someone tricked her. Got her to leave the safety of home. Every minute we aren't looking for my...
Tell me more about...
I've tried to get that damn thing to work over and over again, but there's nothing. I thought she just wanted to strip it for parts or build a toaster out of it, or something, like she usually does. Someone made contact with her, and then they took her. God, what kind of twisted...
Anything more you can...
I don't know what more to say. I never should have let her...
Sure. No more questions right now.
Work quickly, Detective.
Mrs. Nakano,
I suppose you have questions about my daughter.
you and your husband don't seem to agree.
We both want to find her, but Kenji still sees her swaddled in diapers. He doesn't see a young woman with her own decisions to make. Maybe because it's more frightening. She wasn't tricked into leaving without telling us. That was her choice.
Tell me more about this radio.
I remember Kasumi was very excited about it. We're pretty isolated out here.
I'd like to know more about...
My daughter is strong. But why would she leave without telling us?
Every detail...
It's just that we've been fighting a lot more. He was the only one that could really talk to her. She started staying in her grandfather's boathouse late into the night.
Uh-huh. Nothing else right now.
Hidden key, huh? Good work. Just gotta find whatever it unlocks.
Project log? Myself. I never really thought about who or what I am, but... God. Where do I start? The radio. I was right about the range. I managed to get a signal, a strong signal, from up north. There's a group of people up there. They say they're all synthetic people, made by the Institute. They're trying to build a place for their kind, where they can be themselves and be accepted for what they are alongside human beings. It sounds wonderful, but then they started asking about me, and some questions came up. Questions I don't have answers to. I mean, I've always felt off, like I'm not really supposed to be here, but then there are things in my childhood I can't remember, and I've been having strange dreams. I'm going to go to meet these synths. I have to know the truth about myself. They've told me to sail up north to a town called Far Haber. I can make my way to them from there.
So the daughter takes off by boat. But more importantly, there's a colony of synths up near this Far Harbor. We need a way to get there. Let's go talk to Kenji. He knows the waters better than anyone.
Have you finished your investigation? Did you find anything?
I think I know...
She went that far up north? There's no time to waste. You have...
Wait, did you find out why she left, Detective? Who's...
What does it matter?
Because I know my daughter, and if she didn't tell us where she went, then she had a reason. Don't you want to know if she wants to be...
You're right, Detective. Did you find any clue to why Kasumi left home?
I need to ask you...
What kind of question is that?
Your daughter made contact with a...
What? That's crazy.
She's not a synth. She's our daughter. We raised her. I gave birth to her. She's flesh and blood, not a synthetic.
That's how synths work, Mrs. Nakano. They replace people. This could have happened recently.
I know my own daughter. She's not a synth.
This is what I was afraid of. Someone twisting my daughter. You have to get to Far Harbor. Take my ship on the dock. It has a guidance system, a final gift from my father, and it's built for distance.
What can I expect out there, Kenji?
I only made the trip to Far Harbor once, when I was a boy. All I remember is that my father did not want to stay long. Something about the air being bad.
I'll get to the bottom of this, Kenji.
Thank you. And here, the payment we discussed. I'll have something more when Kasumi is safely back home.
I know it'll be hard waiting for word, but try to carry on like normal. We'll be back as soon as we can.
Fine, Kasumi. Please.
lost? This is Far Haber. We don't get many visitors around here.
We don't need no freeloaders or more help, mainlander. So you can get back in your boat and leave.
Alan, this isn't your dock. It belongs to the whole town. And that means strangers are welcome. Sorry, you've caught us during a difficult time. But Alan's got a point. Not all visitors have good intentions. So, what's your business here?
A young woman from the Commonwealth named Kasumi may have passed through here. Her family hired me to find her.
Some sort of detective, huh? Well, she came through here all right.
At least we know she made it this far.
Damn it. Mariners ain't coming.
Something's coming through the fog!
You, help us defend the town, and I'll answer any questions you have. Take a post at the top of the wall, near the main gate. The hull never lets us down. Now follow me! Be careful on the hull, stranger. Don't fall off. If you do, we might not be able to rescue you in time.
Man the hull! Something's out there.
You sure you saw something?
This ain't a drill!
What the hell?
Eyes peeled, everyone!
Gate! Open the gate! I've got wounded out here!
There's no time. Look to the fog. They're coming.
Helpers!
Oh, God! Defend yourselves!
Ready all! Fire at will! Got company!
No. Eyes on the fog. Something's coming.
Anglers!
Clear. All right. Well done, all. Open the gate!
With ordnance like that, no wonder
Avery.
wiped out those crabs.
And now you see what we're up against. The fog and the creatures it spits out have taken the whole island from my people. But for your help when we needed it, you deserve this.
If you managed to survive despite all that, you must be tough.
I'm done cowering behind. Time you let me deal with the right people and
The fog's been here.
before the rat eaters came. It's time we do something.
No need to burden the stranger.
Have?
Absolute.
Geiger counters don't lie. And now the fog's covering the whole island.
You know as well as I. Sure, people have theories that show.
Sounds like you should deal.
I'm not sure that's...
The mainlander sees this.
I will do everything. Sorry for all.
Right.
You're here for Kasumi, right? Getting there will be dangerous. No one knows the fog like him.
Thanks for the info.
Please, lend a hand around... And let me say something you might not hear again. Thank you.
You ain't hard. You ain't long for this world.
Heads up.
Anything I can help with?
Your thoughts?
Too many folks these days count on violence to solve their problems. You only have to look around to see where that got us.
Are things okay between you and me?
I'd say we're pretty darn good, considering what we're up against. But there's always more good to be done.
That was all I had.
Well, all right.
Look alive.
I'm listening.
Welcome to the bait shop. If you need any odds and ends, I'm your man.
Let's deal.
Of course.
Brooks.
Stranger, you need odds, ends, junk, or knickknacks, you've come to the right place.
Let's deal.
Here's what I got. Front.
You're that mainlander who just got here.
Uh-huh.
I should know.
Sounds interesting.
I thought it was the island.
Uh-huh.
Ah, with the strangers.
Let me get.
Ah.
Sure.
Now, Beatty, what? He was out foraging. Anyway, of course, those
ghouls?
Good.
You can't take care of yourself.
Everyone! Everyone!
We're trying to have a conversation here.
Shut your mouths! Open your damned ears! So the fogs are coming for us all, and I can't see any better way of greeting it than to have another round. On the house! Yeah! Time to party!
Here's some Mitch.
Mainlander, today's your lucky day. Free beer for ya! Ha ha!
You have anything a bit stronger?
Pushing your luck, are ya? Ha! I like it. Take this, top shelf all around. So, drink up. You stay here over long and the fog will claim you. Might as well meet her with a belly full of fire, eh?
What's so special about the fog on the island?
Can you feel it? Even here, as safe as anyone can be on this damned island. It's alive. You walk inland and it'll blanket you up in no time. And if the clickety-click of the Geiger don't get you, the madness will. The island will claim us all in the end.
The fog can drive you crazy?
Yes. It's not natural. The trappers you find inland, some were always murderous louts. But many just got lost in the fog for too long. And the mind goes. If you have any sense, return where you came from. And don't look back.
If it's so dangerous, why do you stay?
This is our home. If you call yourself a proper man or woman, you don't give up on that. Besides, we all gotta die. Might as well do it with your long knife deep in the belly of the beast that wronged you. Ha!
Not today.
Your loss.
Hard times.
Excellent.
So much knowledge was lost when the bombs...
Captain Avery said you can get me to Acadia.
Heard there was a scuffle out there. You get your hands dirty? I'm done leading people to their deaths in the fog. Last fella couldn't keep up. Didn't last 5 minutes.
Can you tell me about Acadia?
Strange folk like there. Seems to me they just want to... They've done some good turns for us. Wouldn't even be a Far Haber left without those.
What's a fog
The condensers? They're a trick powered by the wind farm. The synth fellows got... Us islanders don't particularly like being obligated.
Everyone's got...
Keep your caps. The bartender Mitch Silk.
Excuse me.
You got my whiskey yet?
Dude.
If you need me, then we do.
How can the last plank set you up?
Let's see what you have on tap.
Let's get you liquored up then. Ha!
You got my whiskey yet?
Here you go.
Now you I can get you to Acadia.
Sure.
Still won't be easy. And then the real work can...
Let's go, Long.
Follow me.
Life's too bloody short to be so...
Children of Adam are trying to kill us
Alan.
all.
Huh.
Drive us into the
The
ocean.
mainlander. Great. You helped us on Mariner's hull, but we didn't need it.
Right. I'm not here to...
You just don't know what happens next time when you ain't here. Either us harbormen, but there's anyone willing to put...
I'll take a look.
You got it.
mountain trail is what we're doing. The fog ain't like nothing you've seen in comics. Mainlanders think a dose of Radaway is all you need. Tracks. Fresh ones. Trappers. You're not half bad in a scrap. Figured I'd have to take care of a lot of them. Might just make a proper Far Haberman out of you. See, the fog can do a number on you. Get you... all turned around. Does something to your brain. Trappers were mean to begin with, but now... We ain't alone here. That fresher. Here's the mountain. Just across the road, so don't be surprised. Wildlife to deal with. Check out the ammo and see what's left.
Hi.
Deep fog has all manner of nasties. Puppies. We grow everything extra mean on the island. Still got a ways to go. You're best we steer clear. But you never know. When I was a young lad, no higher than your knee, the whole island was covered in fog. The fog eventually rolled back. People resettled. But they got comfortable. Started taking things for granted. Folk got short memories. All this has happened before. A small gulper?
What's that?
The ones in these parts? Fair challenge. Not a big one.
Hold there. Stringing one more soul to their damnation, old man?
Well, what have we here? Another rad worshipping lunatic. That's what.
Your barbs do not harm me. I am shielded by my faith.
How about bullets? Faith shield you against those too?
Who's she?
One of them children of Adam preachers. Started off as pests. Now they're more like a menace.
Do not sully this one with your blasphemy, old man. You. I suggest you go no further. Acadia is a nest of snakes. Beasts that subvert the will of Adam.
All right, I'm listening.
Tell you. Look around. You stride through his kingdom, and you may join our family.
On second thought, I'm good.
So be it.
If you're done wasting time with a fanatic, let's move on. Up ahead, the air's clean. No fog. Acadia's not too far now. Acadia's they'll be waiting. You need my help again. You come see me. Got a cabin just outside of Far Haber. Good place.
I first climbed this mountain above the fog, I thought to myself, now here is a metaphor worth taking in. You've entered a place of clarity, understanding, peace. While you're here in Acadia, Synthkind welcomes you as long as you welcome us.
Drop the act. You brainwashed a young girl, and I'm here to bring her home.
Ah, you must mean Kasumi. Yes, I can understand why you would feel that way. Abandoning your entire life is a bold step. Kasumi is here. She's safe and unharmed, and you're free to see her if you'd like. Before you do, though, tell me, do you think Kasumi is a synth?
We're not answering any more questions until you play straight with us. Just who the hell are you, really? There's only one synth with that kind of face and a mind of his own. And I only see him when I look in a mirror.
Nick? It can't be you.
Don't give me that. What are you trying to pull? I've never seen you before in my life.
Please, if you're willing to give me a chance, I can explain.
Nick's right. I call bullshit. You don't really know each other.
Is it so hard to believe? Two synths, earlier models, both capable of advanced thought, both showing signs of age, wear, and tear. If we didn't know each other at all, that would be far more unlikely. We were prototypes, Nick. The first synths capable of independent thinking and judgment.
Keep talking.
One of the Institute's experiments had to do with how our brains could process personality. If we could handle individualized feelings and behaviors, I was allowed to develop mine based on experience. But with you, they wanted to try transferring an entire personality into you. It took several attempts before the personality imprint worked. I saw you wake up not knowing who or what you were so many times. I couldn't let them do it to you anymore. We were the only two prototypes they made. I literally saw myself in you. You were my brother, Nick. I helped you escape the Institute. We left together.
If I were your brother, I'd remember.
That's where you'd be wrong. This happened over a century ago. There's only so much memory that can fit into the prototype brains we have.
Ah, I've heard enough. I think you and I need to talk about this. Maybe not now, though.
Nick, is he really your brother?
If he is, it's news for me. Can synths even be related? Just because we're from the same assembly line, does that make us family? I gotta think about this.
We'll talk later. This is a lot to take in.
Nick, I don't need you to believe me. I'm just glad to see you again. Whenever you're ready, I'll be here. Now, about young Kasumi. It's important that you understand exactly why she's here. I asked you before if you think she's really a synth. If you could indulge me with an answer.
She's human, and she has a family waiting for her.
But imagine what it means if you're wrong. If Kasumi is a synth, then none of us take this train. That someone stripped her of it. I want you to understand that before you see her. One more question, if you'll indulge me. You're here for Kasumi, but I suspect there could be another reason you came to us. Tell me, are you a synth?
How would I even know?
I'm afraid if you're looking for... Instead, You have to look for the sign. But ultimately, you have to decide for yourself.
I'm a human being.
Are you sure?
I'm not gonna tell my life story to someone I barely know. Let's hear your answer first.
I was in a laboratory. In the Institute. They were pulling pieces of my head out. Something about wanting to test some neural process. That was every day for months. Strapped down. Operated on. And then I was out. The Institute has fail-safes to strip memories that could identify where they are, how to find them. But I do remember being quite content. I was free. That is my earliest memory. Now, yours?
I was with my wife. We were getting ready for the day. I had to take care of my boy, Sean. And, well, a lot's happened since then.
But no memories before then? No childhood? Your first best friend? Your first kiss? That's usually a sign. Data is easy to migrate, but feelings, that's a hard thing to transfer into another mind. Isn't it funny how a memory can feel like a whole different reality? People, places, even sounds and colors can change. Or someone else has changed them. I won't lie to you. There will always be other explanations. Trauma, disease, the background radiation. They all take their toll on the mind. But I can promise you that you will be accepted here. Whatever you decide is true for yourself.
I've heard enough. Where's Kasumi Nakano?
Of course. Kasumi is usually working down below. Acadia is open to you. Did you need anything?
Right. Who are you?
I came to this island over us, but after my escape felt secured, I was left with nothing. No programmed task. No false memories. I spent a year just sitting. One day, it finally occurred that maybe I could decide for myself what to do, who I was. I've been doing that ever since. Was there anything else?
I'm in the Brotherhood of Steel. And we have plenty to...
We're not dangerous. Those who... All we want is to live in peace. On our own. See for yourself. Walk through Acadia.
I guess we'll see.
It's all I can... Now.
You should know, the Institute has been destroyed.
What? It's...
Right.
But that also means the technology to make the synths is lost. Our origins have been buried. Not to mention...
Sure.
Sorry. I'm not going to judge the actions of someone who's wiped out a great evil. Is there anything else you...
So,
Yes.
So, everyone here in Acadia...
Yes.
I should get going.
Of course.
We're in there a long time. Are you feeling all right?
I'm fine.
Look alive.
Sometimes I feel like you don't worry enough. You know we blew 3 more relays this week.
Think you can unlock that terminal?
You stay right there.
Not something I do.
Hi.
So, you've talked to Dima. You know why we're here. I certainly hope that you'll consider helping us. Dima's vision is worth fighting for.
Right. Let's try a slightly different approach.
So, you're a synth?
I am. Dima has worked hard to create him. He's put so much of himself into this. Sometimes I worry about it. And that's not even mentioning maintaining the fog.
Seems like...
Thank you. That's...
If there's any...
Well, if you're There's a boat along the coast of the island. It was transporting... The boat never finished the trip, you see. So my understanding is that the boat wrecked southwest of here, so...
Uh-huh. What happened to the boat? Why did...
I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. The point is that we already lost someone once.
Sure thing, Faraday. I'll get the drives for you.
Thank you.
You know, I can probably make that terminal talk for you, if you ask nicely. I'll see what I can do.
See what you can do.
Sure thing. Locked out of this one.
Circuitry is completely fried.
Kasumi Nakano?
Sorry, I'm right in the middle of something.
I'm a detective. I was hired to find you.
You're a what? You came all this way... for me? Look, my mom and dad... I mean, those people that were taking care of me, they wouldn't want me back. Not if they knew the truth.
Kasumi, listen to me. You're not a synth.
Believe me, I've thought about... I thought if I've been lying to you this...
Whatever. You haven't replaced...
I really wish that was true. But I can't leave until I've got...
Uh-huh. If something's...
I don't know how you... What if I told you that there's...
All right.
Okay. You saw all those... Well, there... And... What if Dima is...
We should get to the bottom of this.
Right.
If Dima is putting on an act, we need to know.
I'll help if I can.
I know. I keep seeing... There's actually... I've also tried breaking into...
Uh-huh. I know a thing.
If you're sure.
From one case to a new.
I swear
there's
someone
something
has
you
the key to
need?
that storage room.
What? Oh, sorry. Just got my head full of what Dima was talking about. It's a bit of a shock. What do you think he is, really? Family? I spent a long time wondering. I always thought I was just more of their discarded trash. There's got to be some kind of proof out there. I'd appreciate it if we could keep an eye out.
Of course, Nick.
Thanks. I know we don't have much to go on. Just keep me in mind if you...
Acadia's far away enough from the Institute that we don't have to worry, right?
Hey.
What's the plan?
Needs your expertise.
Can do. What on earth? How are they... Oh. Nope. Open for business.
Hey.
Do something? For you?
If I only had a bobby pin.
Acadia may not look like much from the outside, but it's all some of us have got.
Hey there.
It certainly
Sounds like you
wasn't
got the
what
all
I was
clear.
expecting.
So what's your story?
It means there's hope, right?
I'm just...
Sure you are. Just that Kasumi's a good... Not that anyone's asking. What you are, where you came...
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Is that so?
Uh-huh.
Anyway, let me know if you need something.
Hey, Kasumi said she needed...
Well, yeah, I guess. Like there could be anything I'm carrying. I was shoving things around in that upper...
Right.
New guy, right?
Don't have any bobby pins. Hey there.
Yes?
Dean?
Well, that's certainly an understatement. He was just a prototype.
Sure.
It really is remarkable, isn't it?